This terrific race, the All-Star Mile, and finally the day is here. The richest mile race in the world with $5 million up for grabs, and a horse who's certainly on the tip of every tongue and is in the hearts, especially the Queenslanders, is the Australian Guineas winner, Alligator Blood.
The clock tower at the 200, 2 lengths in front of Soul Patch, followed by Catalyst Superstorm, Alligator Blood, 100 metres to go. His big heart pounding, he's clear, he wins.
Alligator Blood's got the whole of Queensland behind him, but the whole of New Zealand are behind their champion. She's won 10 Group 1s in an unbelievable career. Oh, I think second up, she peaks today over the mile, which she absolutely relishes. Melody Bell.
Melody Bell is flying home. Aristia in the 150. Here comes the Kiwi star. Melody Bell up to Aristia. Melody Bell takes Aristia. What a body mare, a mighty mare. Melody Bell has won it.
A star of the spring, winning 2 Group 1s, both over the mile, once here at Caulfield in the Toorak and then during the fabulous Flemington Carnival in the Cantala. He carried big weights. Can he transfer that brilliance to weight for age? He's an entire son of a star in Deep Impact. Fierce Impact.
Fierce Impact, the outside, chasing Cliff as they reach the 150. Fierce Impact, the outside, takes the lead from Cliff's edge. Knights, watch out, late, but it's all Fierce Impact. Fierce Impact clear for Craig Williams.
And Bob Peters is the only owner in the race with 2 runners in the race. He's got a Group 1 winner in Regal Power and this untapped 3-year-old in Superstorm. They are that close that Willie Pike had to flip a coin to see which of the WA Raiders he will ride.
Pike hasn't turned the reins on him yet, Regal Power. He storms up down past the 125, races away, and the Rollway Stakes winner's going to career in. On he goes, Regal Power to win it easily. To work on Superstorm. He's gone up, grabbed the lead. Running through on the rails is Naughty by Nature from Wine Night, but Superstorm trotted in.
The build-up has been 12 months in the waiting, and finally 15 runners get their opportunity to dash for $5 million in the richest mile race in the world. And here's the market.
Well, the Alligator has an army of fans, Richard, and they've come to the fore here. $2.70, but over 50% of our market. So this sort of push for Melody Bell on a Thursday, Friday, or even this morning, that's dropping off now. It's all about the Alligator. We thought he might even hit the $3 mark, never got there. At around the sort of 280s as high as the Alligators hit. 270, 440, Colding 11, Fierce Impact out from single figures to 12, Regal Power similar, and Mr. Quickie's gone out as well. Melody Bell is the tip from the Wolf, and if he gets it right, there'll be an extra bet return for our punters.
It's
This Racing.com mounting yard is proudly brought to you by the Racing.com app. Download today.
Let's start with the favourite here for the All-Star Mile. $5 million up for grabs, and a horse trying to complete the double like Mystic Journey did last year, win the Australian Guineas and win the All-Star Mile. The pride of Queensland, Alligator Blood.
It's hard one to knock, having won 10 of 11 and just narrowly defeated, of course, here in the Caulfield Guineas. Just got a cult following. He's tactically versatile. He'll go forward. He'll be hard to get past, and he's got a great chance to win again.
He's going to take the whole of Queensland behind him. The whole of New Zealand are behind this star mare in Melody Bell.
Oh, she's a terrific talent, and she's one that really usually improves a lot with a run under the belt. So she's second up. She was, I thought, good against the pattern behind Streets of Avalon with natural improvement up to a mile. Look, she should get a lovely run in just in behind the speed today, and we saw how good she was in the spring, of course, with Group 1 success in the Empire Rose and a great run in the McKinnon. She'll go well. And
Corey Brown, you've seen her. You saw her first up. She gets the benefit of being around Caulfield once. How does she look?
She looks terrific, and she's up on her toes today. Where last time out here, not that she looked dull and a bit lacklustre, but today I really like how she's up on her toes. And I spoke to Opie Bossum earlier, and he said that she's really come on well, so expected to run good. 2
of the favourites in the All-Star Mile. Let's go to the top, and Colding has been one of the favourites from the moment this race was announced as a target. Chris Waller and Huey Bowman, and believe it or not, Hutch, if he wins today, he becomes the 11th highest money earner in Australian racing history.
Incredible. Well, he's winning the Epsom last prep. Beating Tiaco Shark was just terrific, and beat Fierce Impact prior to that at Group 3 level over 1400. He was just disappointing. He was plain disappointing, the futurity. They put the blinkers on. By all accounts, his work has been superb. So you know, if you forgive one run, he's right in it.
He would take his earnings over $7 million. Well, Blackheart Bart's earnings would just be below $7 million if he could win this. He's got 6 career Group 1s.
He's got 6 wins at Caulfield and he's won 17 in total, so he's been an incredible warhorse, really. And his run first up behind Streets of Avalon was good against the pattern. He won't be far away.
Here's Fierce Impact, the entire son of Deep Impact, trying to add an all-star mile to 2 Group 1s.
I think they'll be happy with their preparation so far. Terrific in the All-Win runner-up behind Alabama Express, and in the Chipping Norton was a good effort as well. 3rd up, ready to peak now, and a proven performer over the track and trip.
And now to the railway winner, the best of the WA horses, or is he? Regal Power.
Well, look, there's not much in it. You've already mentioned that. On the backup, yes, I'd like him back to the mile on the backup. Drawn to get a nice soft run. If he can stay in touch, we know he's got a great finish and he should be rock hard fit now.
Blinkers come off and the winkers go on for the last start. Group 1 winner, Futurity winner, Streets of Avalon.
Who was very brave, of course, holding off the challenge of Super Seth, and he finished ahead of Melody Bell, obviously with a pat in his favour, but he still did it. So, look, he's got nothing if not game. I think the mile will test him. Sosi Bon earns a spot into the race for Lindsay Park. Big price. Look, David Hayes mentioned they're going to ride with a bit of patience today. And perhaps leading wasn't suitable last start, but can pop up from time to time at a price. Queensland Derby winner in Mr. Quickie. Damien Oliver on and defeated Vow and Declare when he won that Derby. Best run this last prep was fresh. They've targeted this race. He's a very talented galloper. He does need to sort out his manners in the gates. He needs to jump on terms if he can. You've got Damien Oliver on your side. And the first time we've seen him this preparation, Corey, how does he look?
Terrific, and what I did like about him, he was walking around the yard really, really relaxed and casual, but the moment Damien Oliver sat on his back, he revved up underneath him and got up on his toes. It's just a really good sign in a horse like that. He's paraded well.
Oh, great achievement by Hancock's Racing. They've got another runner in the All-Star Mile. It is Star Missile.
Who needs to improve. The rank outsider of the field, and rightly so.
Melody Bell with Assess. We move to the Oaks winner in Aristia.
Of course, she was second to Melody Bell, now that you mentioned that one, in the Empire Row. She was game there, wet conditions, different today. But she was terrific behind Graceful Glamour in a high rating mannerism. I don't think she'll surprise a few today. I wouldn't rule her out of picking up sort of that 3rd or 4th spot with a bit of luck in running. 11's Alligator Blood. He makes his way under the track. And number 12 is Dallasan with Jamie Carr in the saddle for the South Australians. Just doesn't seem to have come back this preparation on top of his game. He's got a little bit to find. His spring form, well, he started very short in our features for 3-year-olds. So, of course, culminating with a win in the Carbine Club. He needs to find that form today. Great achievement for Grant and Alana Williams. 2 runners in the All-Star Mile. Here's Superstorm. If you like Alligator Blood, you've got to like this guy as well. He was terrific. He was held up. He launched late. It was an excellent effort. 3rd up, ready to peak, and perhaps Storm where he is a suitable assignment for Mark Zara, can probably build into the race when he wants to. Here's a talent in Heart of Poussin, 3rd in the Sandown Guineas. A talent, but career start number 5, 2nd up. Ran behind Rainbow Thief, who was defeated earlier in the day. I don't know if that's the right form. And now the 1,000 Guineas winner, so proven at 1,600 metres at Caulfield, Flit. She was tremendous first up. If she doesn't get beat in the surrounders easily as she did, she was, and she goes into this, she's probably a lot shorter in the market. And she had an excuse there behind Probabile, so I wonder if she could run well at a price. Well, it's an epic field, Corey Brown. We've been chatting about this for a long, long time. Your final thoughts building into an All-Star Mile?
The build-up, I think it's just terrific. Like, it actually maps perfect for about 6 horses, like Alligator Blood. He's drawn a fraction tricky, but he'll stroll forward. The only one that's probably a little bit tricky in the map was Fierce Impact. He needs him to string out the first probably furlong and a half so he can get in and get a little bit of cover, because if he doesn't get cover, it's going to be too hard to, face the breeze our way.
And you're going to be a Kiwi supporter today. You think Melody Bell can win?
I think so. I hate jumping off the Gator because I've been a big Gator fan since sort of day one, but yeah, I think Melody Bell, a run here the other day I thought was really good, and she stuck on good, so I think she's the best horse in the race.
From the Gator to the Bell, let's get the market.
$4.40 for Corey's selection, Richo, just holding that price. In fact, Alligator Blood is holding its price as well, and our percentages have stayed around the same. So about 55% of our win pool on Alligator Blood, and Melody Bell clearly second best back runner at $4.40. The others are sort of not much difference. 11, 12, 13 for Colding, Regal Power, Fierce Impact. Mr. Quickie's been a bit of a drifter, so too Superstorm. So the punters are expecting it to come between 1, 4 and 3 for those to challenge at the double figures against the top 2, and Flit has got to 23, back to 19. Terrific race. Don't forget, if you want to play exotics, you get the best tote price in this race, and why wouldn't you?
Jamie Richards, the build-up's been intense. We've been talking about this race for months and months. It's finally here. How's Melody Bell?
Yeah, she's good. She's had a really good week. Good 3 weeks since the Futurity, and we're happy with her.
Opie had a terrific gallop on Tuesday morning. That certainly lifted the spirits and the confidence.
Yeah, for sure. He doesn't often say too much, so for him to start speaking up certainly suggests that she's going well.
You went and looked at the track. Does that suit her?
Look, they seem to be winning from anywhere, so I think that's going to help. Would have loved some rain last night, but she'll give 100%.
And all your owners are at a function at the moment. They're glued to the telly.
Yeah, they're at the Crown Casino, so win, lose or draw, we'll go and have a drink after this.
Mate, good luck.
Thank you.
One horse that we don't have a good guide on off the back of what they're doing this preparation is Mr. Quickie, because he's first up. What can you tell us?
Yeah, look, he's had a very uninterrupted campaign. We've actually targeted this race. Like last prep, it was just a starting point, and you've seen what he's done there. Sort of instructions to Damien, we'd just like to see him step a little bit better than he's done in the past, and without taking him out of his comfort zone, hopefully be a couple of pairs closer. And if they put a bit of speed into the race, well, you know, I'm hoping he can run a really nice race.
It's obviously been planned to be here first up. He ran a massive race in the Mackay Diva Stakes last spring. What is the key to his winning chances?
Oh, we just need good speed in the race, and then the rest should hopefully look after itself.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Well, Maddie Smith joins me. Fierce Impact. I can already see the stallion brochure right now. Winner of the world's richest mile race. Wouldn't that be nice?
Sure would cap off a nice preparation for sure. Look, he's in good order here today, and he's had a great 10 days here in Melbourne. Everything's gone to plan, so we just need a little bit of luck from the gate.
It's a race you've targeted throughout. You've got him at his absolute peak today?
Yeah, no, he's 100%. The horse is really well. But, you know, we do need a bit of luck from the barrier. There's some pretty good horses in this race. I mean, there's 5 or 6 could win it, no problem at all. So we're one of them, so we just need a bit of luck.
One of the stars of the spring. Is he even better in the autumn?
I think he's as good. I don't know if he's better, but his 2 runs this time in have been excellent, both in Group 1 company, and no, he's as good as I've had him.
Have you even dared to dream what it'd be like to win this race with you and Mel and the whole family and all the owners?
Oh, you know, you think about it, that's for sure. When we drew a wide gate, probably pressure came off me a little bit. I'm starting to not be so nervous about it, but look, it would be a dream come true, but you never know. We're here anyway.
Good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
So Matt Smith's final thoughts on Fierce Impact. This is an epic race. Congratulations to everyone involved. They've put together a super field, 15 runners. We wish everyone involved $5 million up for grabs, 10 Group 1 winners in the field. Let's get it on, the All-Star Mile with Matt Hill.
Richo, thank you very much. So on quite a remarkable day, they get set for the $5 million World's Richest Mile race. Melody Bell is in. The Kiwi is forward. Blackheart Bart joins the line, the 9-year-old. Dallasan takes a wide alley. We await on Flit, Colding, with Hugh Bowman, who was placed on Elise in this race 12 months ago, about to join the line. Superstorm, Mark Zara, sporting a black distinguishing cap. Superstorm goes in. Aristia coming forward. And that leaves Flit. Flit in the Godolphin blue with Damien Lane, the filly. Goes in, completes the line. And they're set for the $5 million All-Star Mile. They're ready. Gates are back and racing. Star Missile stood there and missed it 2 or 3 lengths. Mr. Quickie going back with it, with also Superstorm. Heart of Puissance jumped away quite well with Melody Bell. Alligator Blood's right up there early with Streets of Avalon, and from the deep is Flit. They were followed by Regal Power. Heart of Puissance settles about 6th from Blackheart Bart Colding. 2 further back is Fierce Impact, and then came Sosie Bond, Mr. Quickie. A length and a quarter away, Dallasan 2/3 down the field and beyond, followed by Aristia. Superstorm second last, and Star Missile last with Great Toe. Flit wants it over and done with at the 1,000 metres to the side, kicked away about 4 lengths. Streets of Avalon. It's a solidly run All-Star Mile. 2 lengths away, Alligator Blood in third. A length Regal Power, followed by Melody Bell tucked away. A length and a quarter, Blackheart Bart from Colding. Fierce Impact 2 lengths, Heart of Puissance, Sosie Bond. Then Dallasan, Mr.
Quickie shuffled back from Aristia Superstorm. Star Missile is last at the 600 metres. It's the filly Flit 5 lengths in front. Alligator Blood second the outside, giving chase now from Streets of Avalon. Next is Regal Power, who is tracking the Alligator. Then came Melody Bell, Blackheart Bart, Fierce Impact to the outside from Colding. And next in the field, Sosie Bon and Dalasan. Flit comes back to them. Alligator Blood on the outside takes the lead, but Regal Power's there. Then Fierce Impact and Melody Bell taking the lead. Regal Power from Alligator Blood. Fierce Impact, Superstorm right down the outside. Regal Power in front. Superstorm's flying, but it's Regal Power. Regal Power 3/4 of a length to Superstorm. Grant and Alana Williams with an all-star Quinella. Photo third. Melody Bell prominent with Dalasan or Fierce Impact. Then Sosie Bon, Streets of Avalon. Further back in the field, Colding, Alligator Blood. Next to finish, Dalasan, Mr. Quickie, Aristia, Star Missile, Flit, and Heart of Puissance was at the end.
Extraordinary moment for WA Racing and for Bob Peters and Grant and Alana Williams. They Quinella the All-Star Mile, and Willie Pike, he couldn't decide between Regal Power and Superstorm. He flipped the coin on Monday and said, I'll ride Regal Power. Superstorm flashes late for Mark Zara to run second in an unbelievable all-star mile. Well, Flit got going from a wide barrier, put all the speed into the race. Melody Bell looks like she will fight it out for third, and she'll get third, the pride of New Zealand. All the money, Hutch, is going over to a place close to your heart. They're off to the Sandgropers. Grant and Alana Williams, Bob Peters, what a win.
Well, redemption as well for Willie Pike, Corey. He was critical of himself last week. Gee, he would have had a tough decision as well, but what a peach of a ride he gave us.
He made amends today. Like, that was an absolute 10 out of 10 ride. He was following the right horses. The speed was cracking from Flit up front, and it just sort of strung the field out. Allowed Willie to get into a great position. I just love the way that he bided his time today and just let it cruise up, go through its gears, kept it balanced. Not a bad way to ride your first winner in Melbourne, is it?
Sure isn't. Let's hear for the man of the moment.
Well, Pikey, what a way to do it. First winner in town. I know the atmosphere's not here, but let's create our own.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, I'm thrilled. Look, I even gave a salute, but it was for me. I was very happy. This horse, he's been so good to me. I wasn't at my best last start, so it goes some way to atoning for that.
Some training performance to drop back from the 2,000 to a mile, and a great effort from all involved.
Absolutely. The Williams camp, I think right now, I don't think there's anyone training better than them. Honestly, their record in big races, it's just amazing. Mr. Peters, the way he's able to just keep finding good horses year after year, keeps us all in form and keeps us all looking good.
So talk us through the race. There was a bit of pressure up front. It was a very high pressure mile race when Flit took to the front and really strung them along.
That's right. I was waiting for that mid-race steady, which is pretty much I've found in nearly every race I've ridden here so far, but it just didn't come. Always going to be good pressure early, I thought. I was worried about a mid-race steady and the blood would steal it with a mid-race steady, but that didn't happen today. It was good pressure. I was at least 1 or 2 spots closer than I thought I'd be. It probably told on me a little bit late, but he was good enough. He just kept hanging in there.
Yeah, there's 5 people waiting for you over there in the crowd. Go and give him another salute, mate. Well done.
Yeah, cheers. I'll count them all. I'll give them all a high five.
Good on you, bud.
Well done to Willie Pike. Well done to Grant and Alana Williams. Well done to Tegan, the owner ambassador, who wins a huge prize money. Grant, behind those sunnies, my friend, I think there's a bit of emotion going on. Great achievement.
You know, it went super. This is just tongue-in-cheek, but it took Willie Pike 3 weeks to come and ride with the boys, with the A-team, as I heard on the radio, and there you go, he's got it.
He's done a really good job, hasn't he, mate? You've Quinella'd the race. It's beyond your wildest dreams.
I didn't even see the other one, so I'll have to go back and watch the replay.
It was storming down the outside.
No, look, we're a really good team. The team at home, all the team at Yarralborough, Willie, Jess, Holly's done a super job over here. To all the guys at Cloud 9, that's unbelievable. Taking us in like family, it's been great.
And Bob's just shown so much faith in you and Alana to give you these quality horses.
It's taken a while. No, he's been super to us. There's nowhere we couldn't be where we are without him, you know. So it's just great that he's given us this opportunity, and there you go.
When did this race come onto your radar?
I just been dropping little hints. I've been asking, you know, if we could come over, and I think at the end of the day, I think Bob, he started getting a bit pissed off with the horses coming back like they were too. So I rang him after the Cox and said, listen, Bob, these are our horses too. We're a team. How about we do it together? And this is what we've done.
It's a great performance. This horse has been talented enough to win a railway. And then your 3-year-old, who's right up with the best of a really good group of 3-year-olds.
Look, he came over as a travelling companion, had to win the challenge to qualify for the Guineas, run second to Alligator Blood, and now he's just run second and beat all those horses in the All-Star Mile. Like, he's going to be a serious horse in 12 months. Not a bad travelling companion, eh?
Hey, it looks like it means a lot for you to win it with Pikey too, someone who's shown so much faith to you.
Yeah, look, we're all good mates, Jess and Lance, the kids, it's great.
Mate, I'm really, really pleased for you. You can tell it means so much to you. The achievement shouldn't be underestimated. Great stuff. Well done.
Thank you.
Brilliant stuff for Grant Williams. He looks at the trophy. He has a chat to Willie Pike. And the proud of WA, well, he better go and weigh in and make it all official, Hutch.
Absolutely. Well, a couple of runs from the WA horses, running 1-2. What would this mean, Corey, to Willie after what's transpired from last week to this week? He was really down on himself when he left the races.
But the good thing, he's put that behind him today and learnt from it. You know, like, and we all make mistakes, and not that it was a big mistake, but that just the way the race unfolded, he got popped out and he got there way too early at Flemington. But look, he made amends today. He gave the horse an absolute peach ride. Opie Boston would probably be a fraction disappointed. He couldn't get going at a vital stage, top in the straight, although...
Had Willie Pike holding him in.
Yeah, well, yeah, and he was on the tougher runner on the day, but he just couldn't get up and get sort of head and head with the winner to sort of get control of him. But again, he'd be a little disappointed, Opie, because through the line, she was probably as strong as anything. Would have made it interesting if he had got clear running top of the straight, but taking nothing away from the Western Australian team. What horses they've been bringing over for the last 12 months have been super competitive, and they deserve it. It's a job well done.
When you see that overhead shot, she goes very close, Melody Bell.
Yep.
Just a lovely ride there from Willie Pike. He was just parked outside Melody Bell. Had her where he wanted him, and he just got that first run, all the difference. Fierce Impact, run well. We're going to hear from the winning ambassador. I'm sure emotional scenes.
Tegan Abercrombie, you just won $250,000. How do you feel?
It feels like a dream. I'm speechless.
Tell me what you're feeling when you saw your horse running forward, looking like it was going to win.
I was just rooting for it. I was like, come on, I'm starting to lose my voice because I was just cheering on that much. I just can't believe it.
How is this going to change your life?
It's going to change for the better. Like, I've been so down in the dumps. I was on the verge of losing my house, and being a single mum as well, it just didn't help. And now, look where I'm going to be. I'm going to have my own house.
What are you going to tell your 4-year-old boy when you get home?
He'll be watching this on TV and seeing me, so he'll be over the moon. So I'm excited to see him.
And how do you plan to celebrate tonight?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Congratulations, enjoy the spoils.
Thank you so much.
Life-changing moment, and why wouldn't she be over the moon, as is Willie Pike, as are the Sandgropers after that result. So what a performance on the backup. Regal Power proving too good, beating Superstorm, running 1-2. Melody Bell, touch unlucky back in third. Let's